Alright, let's do this. We're going in. Well, I thought it came from friendship, but that's an interesting theory. If we destroy the statues that control all magic, then no pony will be friends, I guess. And what then would happen to the element of magic and friendship? Well, regardless, this is a CMC story. Verily, my name is Paviera, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Pony Fantasy VI Cutie Mark Crusader Challenge! Yay! Alright, we are finally diving into Discord's tower. We need to form 3 groups. We have 3 Crusaders. Every pony else, they can just keep the airship nice and cozy for us and maybe make us a little packed lunch. Now, the choice of which character goes where is actually very specific. Based on the path that you send each of the ponies, they are going to be encountering a couple of different bosses. We have an option to kind of like change the path, and we can choose like a left or right, somewhere in there. But, you know, basically, there's only so many different combinations of bosses that we can fight. So this is very specifically chosen out, and it just happens to be, you know, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle. You know, it's the quote-unquote order that you usually see the fillies in. So that's convenient, but it's actually very a strategic choice here, I assure you. Okay, whew. Let's do it. Good luck, little fillies. Oh, every pony's separated now. Well, no point in beating around the bush. We've got 3 paths to take and 3 fillies to get through here, so let's just dive right into it. Now, as you can see here, first of all, actually I'm going to dive into my equipment a little bit. I did end up switching things around a little bit from last time. Bloom's in the back row here, and as you can see, I've equipped her a little bit more defensively. We've got the blue ribbon on and a shield. We still got the broken seal and our Valor knife, so you know, as we start to drop down into lower HP, we'll do additional damage, but this just seems a bit more stable. There's just a lot of status effects that you have to worry about in here. Putting her in the front row puts her at a little bit of risk. I mean, we're going to be doing kind of cruddy damage here from the get-go. But as we drop down to a little bit more manageable HP level, yeah, I mean, that more than double the amount of damage we're doing here, so as long as we keep ourselves kind of well-balanced in this mid-range, this should be a pretty survivable yet powerful option available to us. But yeah, I mean, going without the blue ribbons, it's possible, but it's just such a difficult thing to have to deal with. Now, in order not to heal ourselves too much, we'll just be using some of these weaker Red Delicious for the most part here. At least I think. We'll see how this goes. Maybe these guys are doing enough damage that I'll take the hit and just use med kit to heal up to full. There we go, just like that. And of course we're going to be getting a boatload of EXP here as well, because we've got solo parties going through here. So, very reminiscent experience to the Phoenix Cave when we were taking 2 fillies through 2 separate paths. Now we're doing 3 little fillies through 3 separate paths as well. I'm probably just going to go ahead and include all of the random battles in here. I mean, it'll definitely take a little while longer to go through without all of the usual cuts and edits, but I mean, you know, these fights are actually bothering to stay difficult and interesting, so I figure, you know, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play here. Let's actually show me playing and killing my way through all these monsters. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we're already gaining an A level. I mean, again, you know, like I talked about before, I could be running from some of these battles, but unless they're like any particularly hazardous ones, like some of these guys who, yeah, this is not going to happen. I think I'm just going to medkit and try to run away from these guys with their... Even though I'm in the back row, even though I'm defensively geared up here, I mean, they're still dealing away sizable damage here, and I just don't really feel like trying to survive through that. Maybe at a high level. But even at, you know, 50-ish for a solo filly, that's quite an undertaking to go through. Especially when you're coming up against some of these Marlboros here, having the blue ribbon on definitely has some appeal to it. Yeah, whatever. It heals me up to full, or I guess it's not healing necessarily for full anymore, but I'd rather take a little hit and damage temporarily rather than have to constantly juggle a life or death situation here, I suppose. Okay, just worm our way down here. And, oh, looks like we've hit a dead end. Well, luckily that means we can just switch over to filly number 2 here. Time for Scootaloo and see how well she fares in this. Now, just like her Padre here, we've got a shield and a blue ribbon, which usually we have the power grip and, you know, are using 2 hooves on the lance. Numbers are coming behind, so we can't even see. So yeah, I mean, you know, we're doing probably a fair bit weaker than we normally would, but you know, significantly more defensive. With that shield on, we're just, you know, barely taking any damage from these little guys. At least we'll see. You know, if we face like a behemoth, we'll see how much damage that it can deal to us. But between the high defense on the ground and spending a lot of time up in the air, we're not too terribly concerned here. And of course, this kind of very defensive setup will definitely pay off once we start to face a couple of the bosses here with Scootaloo solo. There we go. So yeah, I mean, definitely in terms of survivability, Scootaloo has a pretty nice edge just because of how much she's able to stay hidden, stay high defense. But it does kind of give her a little bit of linearity here, as you can see. You know, basically, I jump, and then I jump. If I get hit, I've got basically items to fall back on, but not nearly as much versatility as the other 2 fillies. But, you know, sometimes versatility is a little overrated. Sometimes you just want to be able to do a crap ton of damage from the back row. So I think actually Scootaloo is our highest level filly. Oh, we got another gala dress, which we can't use. Yeah, Scootaloo's at 49, so that's a good 4 levels up on Apple Bloom, and I think 2 over Sweetie Belle. So I mean that factors in a little bit into how much of an easy time she's having here. You know, just a little. But you know, probably with all of this experience you're going to be raking in, and the fact that one of the fillies is at a disadvantage. And actually, I think, come to think of it, the first path is the longest one. So that should hopefully even out the levels a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Got attack star we can't use. I'm mostly just grabbing these things out of force of habit at this point. I don't think there's a single piece of gear in here that we actually need, you know, need to pick up, unlike, you know, most of the other dungeons where we've actually gone in with a goal of picking up some sweet loot. Here we're just mainly just going in for the clear. Now, hopefully these guys aren't going to do anything obnoxious like a trade-off move, which luckily we shield blocked, because that could just one-shot us, and if you're, you know, getting one-shotted in a solo party, that's kind of bad. Yeah. Oh, Atma. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get ourselves healed up here. So this is one of the first areas where it's kind of strategic that we're using Scootaloo here, just because we are able to dodge so many of the attacks. So without further ado, let's dive right in here and see how we fare. Yeah, so it calls itself the Ultima Buster down below, and it calls itself Atma in its dialogue. Well, whatever. You have an answer? Well, tell us, tell us. Oh, it's gonna kick our flank. That's what its answer is. Delightful. Delightful. Well, let's see what we answer back to it. Oh, okay. It's going to absorb our holy. Did not realize that. Might have been mistake number 1 here in my planning, but okay, you know, well, not to worry. We can adapt. Fortunately, that means we're going to probably switch down to either the Gold Lance or give the ultimate weapon. I'll give the ultimate weapon a shot and see how that fares. I mean, heck, we can do comparison numbers here right on the fly. Yeah, I mean, comparing it to the White Lance, I don't think we're going to do much better than that, so... Now, we do have a little bit of concern with this guy, just because of his AI script. He... Oh, a fair amount. He only lets us attack him so many times. You know, if we don't attack, he'll just keep on going forever. We're frozen. Okay. But the more we attack him, the more likely it is that he's going to counter-attack us with something truly nasty, Ultima, which is not really something that I look forward to trying to survive with a solo character who is not Trixie. That is one of the advantages that we have then, that we could potentially try to jump over the attack, thereby rendering the whole thing moot. But then again, depending on how much damage Scootaloo is putting out here and how lucky we're getting with the Wonderbolt badge, potentially we don't even have to see Ultima, let alone try to jump over it. I'm subject to getting lucky with jumps. not so much. We've seen a lot of 2s there, Scootaloo. Let's step up your game here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Quake. Let's go ahead and top ourselves up here with Cupcake. Again, since we're not really in a race against time here, I'd rather just max out our ultimate weapon damage for the most part. Fire 3. Not too much of a concern there. Okay, that hurts quite a bit, I'd say. Luckily, we are fully stocked up on items here, so I'm not too... Oh! Flare Star. See how much that does here. Okay, yeah, that's sizable. But I'm not worried about running out of our inventory anytime soon here, especially when it's only really... Ow? It's only really Scootaloo who needs to absolutely rely on these items. You know, Apple Bloom has her med kit that she can fall back on, and obviously Sweetie has, you know, all of our utility and spells and stuff like that, so... I mean, the absolute worst possible thing that we could run into is running out of Phoenix Downs. And then again, we only need the Phoenix Downs if Sweetie goes down, so... Again, not terribly concerned here. Mainly, this is just a little bit of a war of attrition. Naturally, I've lost count of how many times I've jumped against this guy. Not that it particularly matters. I think he's going to give us a warning when he's ready to start busting out the main move, so we can try to time our jump if that's the case. But yeah, overall, this guy's not giving us too many problems here. Frankly, in terms of the lower tier bosses in here, this might be one of the trickier ones, just in terms of matchup. Obviously, once we get up to the statue... Oh, okay, there he goes. Oh, he's back. Hello. Once we get up to the statues, we'll see how that fares, but yeah, this guy is just a little obnoxious. Here comes Flare Star. And there he goes, finally down for the count. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think that's probably going to be the worst of it, and I probably just jinxed myself by saying that. And we got a save point. Well, let's just keep on rolling along here. I don't actually know where I'm going to put the video breaks in here. I'm probably, rather than doing the usual sign-off bit, I'm probably just going to keep doing the thing rolling and just take breaks when I need to take breaks, you know? So, let's see. Switch back to our lance, which I've somehow now got 3 of, just because of all of the chances I've managed to pick these things up. Sadly, dual wielding the lance is not a particularly effective route. Yeah, big guard. If only that would help you. Sadly, it won't. We work our way up to the pipes here. Keep up these guys. I don't recall if this is going to hit us. I think we're not divisible. Yep, okay. Well, let's just jump away and see how these guys fare. Extra holy damage. Ooh, very nice. And Wonderbolt hit, landing right on him. Any second now. There we go. And some more holy damage. I'm nicely surprised by that holy. That is overall doing a lot more than I would have expected. I mean, I guess it does help, you know. I mean, Scootaloo is based off Mog, who is kind of a hybrid character anyway, so I guess the fact that they're doing, hey, look, familiar face over there. Well, let's just go ahead and get back into the jumping here. We do have to be a little bit careful. I mean, it's not really like we have too much control over it, but we do have to worry about some of those, you know, level 4 flares or any more of these obnoxious types of attacks that we would have to potentially try to jump over. Mega Shock. That's not too bad. Level 5 Doom. We're invincible by 5, aren't we? If I need to, gonna level up soon. Oh yeah, we're gonna level up soon. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. That is, that's gonna bring this to a grinding halt rather quickly. Okay, well, we can just continue along our way here. Is there a chest over here? Yeah, there is. Magic armor. Again, not that we need it. Force of habit. Seem very in the spirit of things to just be skipping past chests, you know what I mean? Okay. That's mildly problematic, but I'm not too concerned here. I think we're just going to Jump away, try to take care of maybe the greater behemoth. Yeah, it's got pretty nice damage on the behemoth. Well, whatever. Let's start the damsons. We haven't seen those in a while. I think water is going to be fine, and it's usually our strongest stance anyway. Nope, that heals. Okay, so normally in a normal game we would have just completely messed ourselves over here, but we can just wait until we get a healing move and then switch over to a different dance. Then again, maybe we will never heal ever. I done goofed, didn't I? Now you gotta watch endlessly here as I heal the enemy repeatedly over and over. Okay. Oh, I can't even run away. There's the ringtail. Heals me up and gets me out of that nonsense. Ooh, 6,000. Oh, what do we want? Electric Boogaloo seems to usually be a reliable one. I got that last Marlboro finally. Nope, that heals it too! Oh my goodness. Well, at least we finally got rid of that guy. Well, as soon as this guy will release us from his hold, I can finally play the game of figure out what the heck this guy is not absorbent of. Or, I mean, as much as I'm sure you guys love watching me fumble around with elemental weaknesses, I could just go ahead and bust out the... Nope, I guess it disappeared. No more ultimate weapon. Gone forever. There it is. Finally. Almost finally. Someday. There we go. That's better. And we're no longer divisible by 5, so we don't have to worry about that crap anymore. Let's go ahead and get her switched back over to the White Lance here. Let's also take this opportunity to put a Thunder Shield. And sort of inventory again, and get rolling. Now, of course, the reason that we equipped the Thunder Shield is we're ready to go ahead and take on one more of the 8 elemental dragons, the Gold Dragon. Now, we don't want to use a wall band as would be the usual strategy here, just because, again, a lot of these enemies don't take kindly to you having reflect status on you. But there's nothing that it cares about in terms of using the Thunder Shield, which, you know, basically negates the entirety of all of its attacks, as if we weren't already negating stuff by being up in the air and dodging all of its moves here. So, like I said, you know, we had the ultimate weapon before that we were fighting, who was causing us quite a bit of grief and throwing out some powerful attacks. And then we got this guy who, I mean, technically I think he is improved over vanilla FF6, but Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I forgot actually, we have a water-based lance here. I wonder how that compares in terms of damage. Let's find out together. Oh my goodness. I should really sell all this crap I'm not using rather than just continuously picking stuff up that I'm admitting I have no use for. Seems like that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, even better, even better. Storing energy, eh? Well, ionize. Oh, we jumped right over that. Ionize, jumped over that. Ionize, we jumped over that. Ionize, we jumped over that. And yeah. Scootaloo was well more than enough to take down that guy.